Hi guys, Eric Pappy here at PickDogs.com. If you want to pick up Big Al's all-access service by sending me a text message to 443-957-1006, all you have to do is text me to join. We can have a phone call and put together a package that fits your wagering goals and needs. What is the all-access? I still get asked the same question, doing these videos every day for about 2 years now. Are they different games? They are not different games. They are the same games that are posted at premium online for albeit a much cheaper rate, with the exception of his proprietary rating system and the additional late updates that will occur if he wants to add games after 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Al's time, where he has to post the plays into the system on the website online. If you've watched videos of the past, a lot of times your situational handicapping will require a line moving in a certain direction, and you might wait till 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time when that line starts moving on a basketball or a football game, which you've done in the past, and you don't release it on the premium service for that very reason. So if, for an example, you're an all-access member, you already know right now that in the next 2 to 3 days, we've already released 2 7-unit plays, 3 2-unit plays, 2 1-unit plays, and you know which one of those plays are a 1-unit, a 3, a 2-unit, or a 7-unit. And therefore, you know which games to have more money on versus others. And that's the advantage of the premium service versus going online, still having a winning record, but flat betting each individual game, or using your own opinion to determine which games you like bigger or smaller. Because Al, you know, I hear it all the time. Well, I was a premium member. Al had a great week last week. He went and whatever, 7-3. I'm just using that as an example. And of course, the 3 games that lost, I personally really loved big. I stepped up and bet more, which is hurting yourself. So if you're a premium player, go online, flat bet every game the same. And if you want to overlay those ratings on top, by all means, give me a call to get access to the all access. Did I clarify that for you, Al?
I understand what it is.
There you go. I just wanted to make sure, because I still get asked, are they different games? Like, are these the silver games online, traditional marketing, or are the
Well,
gold games?
no. I mean, look, we've had, I think our NBA playoff record right now is 10-3-1. And off the top of my head, of those 14 plays, we've had one 10-star.
Correct.
We've had
2 7-stars.
2 7-stars. Well, we've got 2 more on deck.
Right.
We've had, yeah, and then we've had a smattering of 2 stars as well. So, it is valuable information to know, which game is the 10-star, which game is the 9-star, which game is the 8-star, etc. But like you said, it's not for everyone.
No.
It's for people who can bet 1 to 10,000 a game.
And
if people do qualify,
and exactly. And for a lot of guys, like I said, like I will say it again, if you're watching this and you're a premium member, the largest percentage of people that have picked up the all access are people that are already premium members getting your selections anyway. And I'm very careful to explain to them before they join, you're not getting different games 99% of the time, unless it's after that 11 o'clock report. And so the client knows ahead of time. Otherwise, he would be disappointed going, wait a minute, I'm already getting these games online. So I don't want anybody under any delusion to think that you're not already getting the games if you're a premium subscriber. With that being said, we didn't talk about it prior to game time. What do we got going as a complimentary selection?
Yeah, I want to look at the Houston Golden State matchup on Wednesday. You've got a situation here where the Rockets have their backs against the wall. They're facing elimination. And in the first round of the NBA playoffs, when a team is down 3-1 and they're playing at home and facing elimination, those games tend to be low scoring and go under the total. Going back to 1990, 67% of these games have gone under the total. So we're going to take the under 204 in the Houston Golden State matchup.
Under 204 in the Houston Golden State matchup. Now let's talk about line moves real quick. You had a nice 2-unit play, I believe, on the Houston Rockets the other day. And again, this goes to show you where we were always talking about line movement. And I'm looking at the Telegram channel while I have you on the phone. You
Well,
put
that line, it opened 3.5 and it closed at, in most places 3.5 or 4. So kind of, you could have had 4, you could have had 3.5,
But
but
back to the don't buy the half a put. It didn't matter. 3.5,
oh,
4.
oh, oh, right. Yeah.
It didn't
You
matter,
don't want
right?
to buy it from 3.5 to 4 because all you did was pay $1.20 when you would have won anyway.
Exactly. So like I said, a lot of people I
But
know.
that was one of those games that landed within a half point, but it was like we talked about yesterday. There was I think 46 games. Well, 23 of the 46 you would have won anyway. Well, that's an example of one that landed within a half point, but you would have won anyway.
Now, what do
So
you make? What do you make with somebody sent me an email and he said, "Yeah, I hear what Al's saying because he watches all the videos." He said, "But you're only paying the juice technically when you lose. So if you would have won that game anyway, I'm just being devil's advocate." He would say, "Well, it didn't matter because the game won, so I got my money back
no,
anyway."
but we were just the point was we were counting how many games you benefited it by,
Right.
but you're still laying $1.20 on every single game. Now you're right, half the games you don't pay the dues, but you're still laying $1.20 on the every single game that you lose.
Right.
It doesn't,
Right. Exactly. Right.
it's not enough games fall on or around the number to make it worthwhile. And bookmakers know that. What people have to understand, it's like bookmakers know the probability first,
Right.
and then they calculate the price second. They're not just saying, "Oh, we're going to just charge 120. We don't really know what the probability is." They already know the probability. That's why they're charging 120 because they're making a profit. It's a profit center for them. It's not. They're not giving away money.
It was interesting off topic because I know you're not heavily into baseball hardcore. I know you got a baseball game today at the time of this recording, but yesterday the Rockies were losing 3-0, and one of my clients, I didn't have anything on the game, and one of my clients texted me. He goes, "Man, I really want to live bet the Braves, but they're only giving me plus 175." I said, "Yeah, because they're robbing you. You should be getting down 3-0. You should be getting like 300." But they know the deal, and of course the Braves come back and win. But even in the scenario where you have an opportunity to win, the bookmaker already prices, and they're going to give you worse odds, which is gamblers look at it when they win a bet that they're winning a bet. They don't look at it like they're winning a bet, but they're still getting ripped off on the odds.
Correct.
Isn't it? Wasn't it? Is it the 2-teamer or the 3-teamer? One of my guys in Vegas told me they don't pay you the real odds that you should get
Well, they
paid.
never pay you the real odds. Like for a 2-team parlay, the
Right.
true odds are 15-5. They pay you
Right.
13-5.
Right. There you go.
A
Exactly.
3-teamer, the true odds are 7-1. They pay you 6-1.
There you go. And most people don't even realize that.
That's crazy. That's insane because this is just like first grade math.
Yeah. There you go, guys. You learned something. Even when you win your little 3-teamers and 2-teamers, you're getting robbed. If you want to pick up the all access, 443-957-1006. And as always, good day and good luck.